to learn to swallow it. Be a double all.
We live. Who watching something? Is that you, Big Snow?
Yeah.
You always watching CNN or some stuff. ESPN. We
No, I
live.
was rewatching Best Man. I'm on like episode 7.
Yeah, I'm rewatching all that. That shit was so good.
I didn't watch it. I watched The Best Man though. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, let me reshare that we live.
I don't see anybody on yet. Hey y'all.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I was saying that when I went to log into the StreamYard system, it's been so long that they made me like redo they send like a login code. I'm just like, come on, bruh. Like, so do you remember when the last time was we went live? I was asking Shanice.
Was it Raising Canaan?
She said too. Hello, those who are on, say hello so we know who you are that's on here, because we can't tell who's on until you comment. But welcome. I got my purse on my lap and my chapstick in my hand because I was supposed to put some chapstick on, and I got distracted. Hey y'all, hello y'all. But yeah, so we just need to then have a meeting because we could have went live. I just wanted us to have like a meeting first to say what I had to say or what we all had to say. But I didn't plan on coming back until the new year. But we had to come and talk about the Best Man holiday.
It's a good one to come back to.
Huh?
It's a good one to come back to.
I feel like it is. Shanice actually suggested it literally today. No, I think maybe it was yesterday. And I was just like, oh, that won't be bad. Let's see what y'all schedule is. So for those of y'all who are on, say hello. And did y'all watch The Best Man, the final chapters? Hello, Shanice.
What he do on there?
What you do?
Who did that?
LJ.
Oh, when the girl came to the
When he waved that, when he waved at her, he was like 2.0. He was like
at the little place. Hey, Michelle. Okay. If I can stop chewing for a second.
it was only one thing that I wish that they would have talked more about. And
Hold
I
on.
told you,
Hold on. You about to start talking about it right
no.
now? Oh, I gotta do the intro. Hold on. I'm
No, I was just piggybacking off of her comment. But I wasn't gonna go into it.
I was eating pretzel sticks. You know pretzels be dry as hell, so let me drink some water.
Alexa, turn the music off.
Alexa, turn it back on. I don't have an Alexa. I said I wanted to get one. I'll be practicing with my little I'm doing a free trial of Amazon Music. I'm like, Alexa, play Raheem Devine. Okay. We are back. Welcome to Rants and Recaps, where we do just that. Rant and recap TV shows and films written, directed, or starring people of color. I am Fee. That is Shy, and that is Big Slim. Where y'all names at? Y'all names ain't up there.
Oh, it's not.
Y'all see that? Let me see something.
Uh-oh.
It asked me that I want my name, and I don't even see mine.
Excuse my voice, y'all. I had a lit weekend, and I'm losing my voice. It's hoarse.
Not a lit weekend.
I've been on go since Friday.
That birthday weekend.
I won't work.
Yeah.
I don't even see show display names. It says it.
That's how you know we ain't been on here in so long.
Okay, they done bumped you back down to the low settings. They say
Right.
fuck your premium.
Right.
You said it did what?
They say fuck your premium. You going back to this
I
standard
know.
setting.
It better not say fuck my premium. I gotta pay for this. But that's crazy because it says
There
it's
you
on.
go. It's on.
Oh, you
Just
can't
popped
see
up.
yours because the little thing graphic cover yours. But that's funny. Fuck your premium. I was telling Big Slim she needs that. I wanted us to like talk before going back live or whatever, just to say where we should have it, the direction of it. But since we hadn't had our talk yet, I felt like this would be a good one just to talk about. Well, you suggested it, I think yesterday or something, and so I just felt like we could just go on and do this, and then we could just have a little meeting after this or whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But all right. So I did not at all recap Nair episode. I refused. Because again, for one, I didn't know that we were gonna do it, and then it was last minute we decided. But I wouldn't have anyway, because that's just too much. So I figured that we could just talk about whatever stood out, as well as I was gonna go down like over each character, and we could do it that way. Unless y'all know another way or a better way or whatever, which I think, if I just name a character and then we could just talk about that character, blah 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 blah. Or if y'all know another way, which I think.
That's cool.
Go with the flow.
He go with the flow. All right. Yeah. So I just want to say, first of all, that I don't know when it dropped, but when I did find out about it, let's just say that I wasn't even going to watch it.
What?
I wasn't going to watch it because I really like The Best Man, the first one. But based on my recollection, I really didn't care for Best Man Holiday. I thought it was just okay. So I said that I may go back and watch it, but because I just thought Best Man Holiday was okay, I was kind of hesitant about watching this one. That's the crazy part, because I was just like, Best Man Holiday was okay. I didn't really care for it, but something just was like, go ahead and watch it. Right. I know.
Because I think I posted
it's hard
it
for me to say.
in the thing. I'm like that too. I'm shocked because I like them all.
That's what I said. It could be one of those things where it's like I like the first one so much, like I can watch the first one a million times. Like it can come on right now, even though I just watched it today. I will watch it again.
Really?
So,
I don't like it that much. I mean,
I like it that much too. Like that's one of my favorite movies.
Right. Like, I like it a lot because it's just something about, I really love 90s stuff. I really just feel like they're around the same age as me. It's just something that I feel when I watch those type of movies. The same thing I feel about like Love Jones and all that, because it takes me back to when I was in my 20s type of thing.
Okay.
So,
Well, I feel like I don't know if it was just me, but why, as I was watching the series, I felt like some of them settings was like the same setting from like Brown Sugar. Like I swear when he was on the bench with his daughter, I'm like, wasn't that the same bench they was on in Brown Sugar? I was just seeing a lot of like similar sets from other movies, and I'm like, I'm wondering if like these the same houses, same, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was just looking real familiar in some parts.
Brown Sugar's another one that I really didn't care for.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I like Brown Sugar.
Linderick, Shanice.
That's a quotable movie.
And
I
it's
just gotta
funny
go back and
because
probably watch
all
it.
of them, like, they've been in other movies together, so that's
Right.
funny. Like,
But you
you know
don't
what I'm
see them
saying?
like the other characters. Like you see them as the
Yeah.
character they play now.
The franchise is a love letter to Black
That's a good way to
Generation
put it.
X.
That's a good way to put it.
That's valid, Michelle. Chicas, you can't unfriend me like that.
And I love how it's been 20 years, so you really get to see them grow up in the series. Like when they show the throwback scenes from Best Man, it's like, oh my God, they were so young. Like you
For
can
real.
see the transition and like, and it's the same characters. I love when they use the same
I
people.
love that too.
Oh
Look,
my God, because if they want
I
to
love
use
the
the
movie
same
so
people, I
much.
probably
I
wouldn't
done
watch
put
it.
out my VHS.
You did what?
I done put
I
out my
think I had it on
VHS.
tape too.
Like who
Not the
still got
VHS.
VHS?
I'm telling you, I was 24 when the Best Man came out.
Damn, then how old was I?
Not born.
Right.
It came out in 99.
No, I was born. I was 7.
I know you was born. I'm just saying.
I didn't even know that movie came out in the 90s. I just
It
know
came
it's
out in 99.
old. Damn, so it
So
really has been 20 years.
I was 24. So it came out 23 years ago.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I know, right? So anyway, I wanted to give that as a as the backdrop to say I almost didn't even watch this because I was just like, whatever. You know, I'll be trying not to judge stuff, but you know, we judge stuff. Hold on.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Right.
Michelle, it's crazy. This you can relate to this one.
Lindair, you was on
Denise.
it. I think you was the first person to even post about it as far as watching it. I know I put it in the movie group that, hey, y'all, it's coming on. And you was the first person to watch it.
I watched it because Lindair
I
posted
seen the previews for it, but I had forgot it was coming on. And I saw them on it was like Good Morning America or something. They was all doing an interview. I was like, oh, the shit come on today. Let me watch it. Like 5 hours later, I'm like, damn, I'm still sitting here watching this shit. I had to get up and go do some shit. But it was that good.
It was.
Yep. I watched
It
only
was
because
some
you posted
things
it,
that
Lindair.
was looking real fake. Like I felt like they didn't use the same camera all the way throughout. I don't know. It was some parts on there where people was looking real cakey and some with the skin, especially with Shelby. Shelby was looking real ghosty and corpsey in some of her scenes.
I think Sanaa, some of her scenes, she was looking kind of orangey to me.
Yeah, she was looking old. Like
I did see some, you know, again, you know, I'm not going to talk because we're around the same age, even though they're older than me by a few years, but we're still in the same.
Yeah. But I feel like it was more so the makeup and the camera because I'm like, I don't think they use the same camera because it was like the picture was looking different.
I ain't looking at all that.
Yes.
Her hair was trash.
I could not stand that curly dry wig. I'm like, is that a Tyler Perry?
I was like, they on some TP.
I could not stand that curly wig. I didn't like what's her name? She had an ugly name. Sia Moore. I ain't like her wig either.
Okay, well we're gonna start we're gonna start with the names. I'm gonna just drop the characters. So Sia Moore, that cracked me up. Let me just
that shit was terrible.
When I tell you how she walked, like the first when they introduced her, how she walked.
It was like, oh, she glides. Like, stop it. Cut it out.
But Nicole looked good as hell, though. She's still
That's my
good.
boo. I love her to death.
She looked the same. She looked good as hell.
She is beautiful.
But I'm screaming because her and Terrence about the same complexion and both got pretty eyes. So I'm like, y'all looking real sibling-ish.
That's valid. But I like how they played on that whole spiritual goddess, fake woke type of thing. It was fucking hilarious.
Not fake woke.
It was like a fake woke when she was doing that sage and then
Candace was choking.
Oh yeah, she was like,
she put her arms up in the air. I was like, oh, she's killing me.
And she said, nobody's allergic to sage.
Nicole played the hell out of that role. She did good.
Yeah.
Especially to her scenes with Shelby. Shelby met her match. Dog, I was laughing when they booked her ticket back home.
Right. Right. You got to get the fuck on. Doing too much.
And she did her whole little. I won.
But y'all know that was a setup, right? I feel like that was old boy playing because he knew he ain't want to marry old girl. That was a setup.
What was the setup?
Tay Diggs sending her home. Like, I think he knew that, because you know he was on Quentin the whole time. Like, you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to do this? So I feel like that whole sending Shelby to the airport, I think he knew once he told her she was gone, he knew he was gonna run after her.
I don't know.
I think he plotted that. Rewatch it. I feel like that was plotted. Because
Okay.
he even made a comment. He was like, "We going to the airport," and he was like, "Yeah." He knew
Okay.
he ain't want to marry Sia Moore.
She was like, "Tell me you want me." What was his name? When she did the little dance.
I know, and when she was like, "Meet me," nah, Shelby had me dying in that group chat talking about, "I want some dicks in me." He was like, "This the group chat."
Man.
But Samora wasn't playing. She was like, "I know you fucked my man." She was like, "How my pussy tastes on your lips?"
I was just like, whoa.
I was like, "Oh, Shelby made her match."
Man.
Dog, I was cracking up when they was reenacting Real Housewives and she was sitting on the couch with Andy Cohen. And she trying to act like she ain't care, but he like, let's play the recap.
They like roll the footage.
Oh, why she jump on her car and then get in the cab though? That shit had me dying.
Right.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I think because her car had cameras in it and she didn't want to be on film.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
remember when she was in her car, she looked in the camera and was like, "Oh, fuck."
Right.
So I think she hopped
I
out.
was like, what the hell is that
I
about?
didn't
Yeah,
understand that
because
part
I
either,
think he
but
was
yeah,
still
good
being
catch.
recorded. Shelby is a high ass mess, but she was my favorite though.
Who's Shelby?
Yeah, Shelby my favorite.
It's crazy because Quentin was my favorite. In the first one, he was my favorite. I didn't really think about who was my favorite in this one. So this is one. There you go, Shanice.
Why
That's
Shelby
what I
went
wanted to know.
exactly. That's one of the things that I didn't like about it. I felt like they
Right.
should have talked about this more. Cause that shit ain't make sense. Like y'all in the whole house together married, and you mean to tell me we not about to have a conversation? Like I'm just now. This girl been calling me uncle for 10 years.
Right.
Like, come on now.
So
And you know he felt some type of way because of the comment he made when they all had that argument in the living room. So you know he was feeling some type of way.
So me and you talked about this, but it's just like I couldn't remember because I hadn't seen The Best Man Holiday in a while. But just like I said to you, I'm like, I knew that was his child.
I did
But,
too.
Okay, so I was just like, oh, they just didn't
So this is what happened because I know you said holidays weren't your favorite. So
no,
what
it's not my least favorite.
Yeah, so just for anybody who need a little recap. So they ended up smashing at the wedding. So obviously when they had their little one night stand, obviously that's when she got pregnant. And Best Man Holiday, when she brought her daughter to Land's house, because you know they was all at his house for Christmas, her and Quentin had like they little scenes where she was like always gravitating towards him. And then it was like a moment where he like looked at her. And I think that was supposed to be us putting it together. Like he kind of looked at her like, damn, are you mine? Like it was like a little moment he had. So that's when I put 2 and 2 together like, oh nigga, this your baby. And then how him and Shelby always act with each other. So that's when I made the connection on the Best Man Holidays.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Since I hadn't seen it, I just automatically assumed like everybody knew that was his child. Because I'm just like, I knew that it was his child. But then I had to think about it like, okay, maybe it was a thing where they didn't actually express it.
Yeah,
it was like implied more so than anything. So when she said Uncle Quentin or whatever she said, I was just like, oh shit, like he don't know that that's his baby. But yeah, you're right. I think that the way that they mentioned it was definitely weak. And how they didn't have it should have been like a whole scene dedicated to that, because it's like you're not about to be like if anything, why are we calling this dude uncle? Like, we just gonna call him Quentin and just let it. But you calling this dude uncle, that makes it worse to me.
Yeah,
That
and
made it
then
worse.
and then you see she ain't call him dad, so she thought he was dying. And it's just
Yeah.
like, y'all, it was just weird. Y'all married now, y'all in the same house, y'all been doing this toxic shit for 15 years. She been calling him uncle, like, and you see that's why their relationship was kind of strange, because he probably like, I don't know you. Like, they gotta get to know each other. So yeah, that was weird, because I'm like, you can't tell me you not mad at her for like not telling you all this time. Come on now.
Yeah, so they should have, expounded on that more.
That's why I liked when Harper cut into her. I was like, yes, Harper.
It's like somebody need to say it, because yeah. Okay. So
why Kennedy wipe his tears at the funeral? They had a connection. Yeah, you talking about, oh yeah. That's how I was able to put together that was his kid. I'm like, that's the daddy.
Oh, you talking about on the Best Man Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're talking about? Okay. Because I just was like, Kenny, I'm like, at who funeral? Like, what?
Right. Speaking of, I like how they brought her back for little cameo scenes. That was a cute. Mia, when he was on his little like dreams or whatever.
Dreams.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry. Every time I see her, I just see Ebony. That's all I see.
Let me tell you, Morris Chestnut is a fantastic actor, because he played that whole grieving. That motherfucker was grieving. That nigga was smashing anything in sight. Like, he was really going through it.
Okay, I guess we'll talk about him next. Go ahead.
No, so I just had to say that because we had talked about Mia.
Besides him being fine, he looked amazing. And as much as I love dark-skinned men, I've never been a Morris Chestnut fan. It's just like, he's okay. Like, I liked him on Boys in the Hood. It's surprising. I don't think he's ugly at all, but I just never been like everybody, I was more of a Taye Diggs fan for some reason. No, it's not for some reason. I love Taye Diggs' smile, even though Morris Chestnut has a great smile too. Mm-hmm. But Morris Chestnut looked amazing in this doggone. Like, everything he wore, it was just like hanging on.
I was saying, me and my mama noticed that. I'm like, damn, he looked good in his green and his pink and his brown.
Everything just was like,
yes,
on him, just like a hanger. It just was like, everything was just perfect.
I literally moaned every time his scene came on. Like,
moan.
I had to do like a little sigh.
You moan.
Cause I'm like, damn, this man fine. Like, he fine both ways. Bald-headed and with a fade. Like,
not the fade. Nah, I think he looked better bald-headed. When I go back and look at Boys in the Hood, I just be like, he wasn't even all that cute, but he was cute to me. I was 15, 16.
I'm sorry, but I was having PTSD for Harper. Every time him and Lance was so close, I just kept thinking Lance was about to beat his ass again. I'm sorry.
Girl.
2 years ago.
He'd be so serious looking, like Morris Chestnut be so serious. And him and Harper scenes, I'm like, he about to have a flashback and start beating this nigga ass.
Like the flashbacks he was having when he was at the altar.
Yes.
Mia was all moaning.
About to get beat up
like,
again.
That shit was horrible.
I like Lance and the Idol Lady. I did too. She's really pretty to me.
She's really pretty. Mia 2.0. Is that rude to say Mia 2.0?
Yes, it is.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, she's really pretty.
Oh, Michelle said she liked the way they brought Mia back. Yeah.
Linderick, did you notice? I'm sorry. Did you notice that Demetrius? I'm sorry, because I cringed every time he came on scene. You noticed Demetrius is fucking Terry from Power.
That's what I was like. I was like, where I know this nigga from?
I'm like, where's this lame ass nigga from?
You didn't hear me. I'm like, oh, that's Terry Silver, her ass.
I'm like, this nigga so damn cheesy. I hated his scenes. I'm like, get him off screen, please. He's so corny.
Cornball City.
Yes, Michelle, I can't stand with Taye Diggs to his lips. It's
no, how about when he had that little leg crossed?
It's something weird he does with his lips that I don't like. But
it's that leg cross for me. I was like, all right, Tay, it's time to uncross that leg now.
Hey, whose lips look dirty?
What? Who?
Chica's. Whose lips look dirty?
She clowning.
She be saying some stuff.
Wait, who lips looked? No, I did notice Morris had a bump on his lip. I thought he caught something from smashing all them women, but maybe that was just like a pimple he had while he was filming.
He could have just had a pimple.
But you know, I thought maybe he was gonna have a scene where he caught something because he was doing too much.
Oh, Terry from Power, his lips look dirty. Okay.
Yeah, he just overall just whack. I was like, ooh, Nia, please don't be pregnant by him. Please. Ugh. I'm like, why they get him out of all people? Why he had to play this character?
See, I don't watch Power, so I'm gonna just keep saying that every time. I feel like I was something else I would say about Lance. How did y'all think? What did y'all think about? Let me stop eating these dry as pretzels. Hold on.
About to choke over there.
I didn't notice it, but people have and said that Terry from Power nails were dirty.
They were
They
dirty.
were.
When he gave her the hand massage, I was like, how does rich nigga got some dirty nails? Like, that was a character flaw.
I said, me and my mama noticed it immediately, and I was like, well, I mean, it is acting. Maybe his, you know, he got dirty nails. And she was like, no, I could see if he was a mechanic.
Right.
I was like, because they zoomed in on his hands, and his underneath his nails was filthy.
When he massaged her hand when she had the migraine.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
I feel like Nia requested not to have a sex scene with him, or not for it to go all the way, because she was even looking like, I don't really want to kiss you.
It wasn't no connection, not for real. She should have kissed Bobo. What you say his name is Bobo?
Right.
Bobo.
Well, that's what she called him when they was all high on the beach. But I think his name was William.
Oh, I just
thought he had a different name when he was doing that voodoo shit with Sia Mora.
Yeah, because you gotta have one of those. You gotta have a different name.
I was cracking up. She said, She said, Bobo, where you at? They was high as hell.
But what did y'all think about? What did y'all think about? LJ.
Oh, I knew he was gay off rip. I peeped it before he even put them boots in his bag. I was like, something is up with him. I think he gay. And then boom.
No, I wasn't expecting it. I thought he just wasn't gonna be in the football, but they took it to the next level.
They did.
Dog, I kept getting confused every time they called him them, they, themselves. And I was like, wait, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, because non-binary. Like that shit is so confusing.
Right.
But I think Lance did a good job. I felt like one of his strong scenes when it came to that situation was when they thought when he went missing and he went over to the friend house and the friend name was Lex, and I'm pretty sure he was expecting a girl to come outside, but it was him. So you could see it in his face because he's like, it's already bad enough. He don't know how to handle, you know, your son is non-binary, so he dealing with that. So the fact that that boy came out, you could just see like him boiling on the inside, like, what the fuck? Like, I just felt it like, yeah, but that's the honest first reaction though, like, damn, like my son gay or whatever, non-binary.
Yeah, okay.
I think he played that well.
I think that was good. He needed to be the one to go through that and experience that because has such this strong, tough character, and it's so many people who have a problem with that. So I like that they incorporate that into the script so that he could see, like, look, this is gonna be, or this is gonna happen whether you like it or not. So you either gonna accept me or you not.
And I think it took that to happen, like either he was gonna kill himself or that had to happen for Lance to realize, like, okay, I don't want to lose. I already lost your mama. I don't want to lose you. Like, I gotta figure this out.
Chicas, I would say that person was non-binary as well. and they refer to themselves as they, them.
Is
So
she
I
talking
guess,
about
like,
Lex?
yeah. So I think
Yeah.
biologically it was a boy.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was making his voice sound like that, or do his voice really sound like that? Like he really non-binary in real life, and you taking hormones.
Probably. I like how the kids were close. Yep, I thought that was cool too.
I liked everything. I liked how the friends, you would have moments where the boys would get together and they had a moment, then it'd be the girls, and it'd be like some of the characters off, and they was all like leaning on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like just how real friends do when you've been friends since college.
Right.
Like I just like the dynamic of, you may have Lance and Harper talking one moment. You may have, Candace and Jordan in another scene. Like I just liked how they all,
Let me just say something real quick, because this is kind of triggering for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know why, but I'm gonna just say it.
She said I thought it was a girl.
Yeah, but I thought it was cool because it's 20-something years later. Okay. We know how the first best man was, or whatever. So I thought it was cool that like Robin had meshed into the clique. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to call it clique, but she had meshed in with
The circles.
girls. And so I'm just like, oh
And
man, they gotten
Candace.
over, huh?
And Candace.
Oh yeah,
Candace
was an
was
outsider too.
Right. I didn't think about Candace until the end, but like towards the end, I was just like, oh yeah, she was, she was a stripper. Okay. But more so Robin, because of the Robin and Jordan and the Harper thing. So I was just like, oh, that's cool that they were able to get over that and blah, blah, blah. And here it is that Harper, no good ass, is still pining over Jordan somewhere. I didn't really like that, because I'm just like, here we go with that, oh, we friends stuff. And we really not fucking friends. It made me think about Blair Underwood. It made me think about my little person shit. And I'm just like, no, that's messed up. He still didn't.
And she's been with this man for over a decade.
And you still pining over Jordan. You want Jordan still feeling like I got a thing. I'm like, no, I thought it was squashed, because now Jordan and Robin seemed like they were cool. Everybody was able to be, in this, to be able to exist, coexist and be cool. And it's like, y'all still got this kind of side.
My cousin pointed that out too. She said she didn't like that either. That was one of the things she didn't like. That, and then the whole Kennedy thing. That was like the top two. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't appreciate that, because I was just like, man, see, this is why we having problems. Like, oh, that's be having these major trust issues and be saying like, oh, we this and this and that. And no,
and then it was kind of like, even when they was about to get it in this time around, like, okay, the phone rung, and you could either ignore it or after it hang up, do your thing. Like, why y'all keep just be about to, like, why just? I just felt like it could have went down this time around. Like, really?
It's like first it was Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, like come on now, like we still can't make it happen. Like
exactly. Then it's the you got beat up and I'm horny and I give them I don't got their peas.
Yeah, like it really could have went down this time around. I'm just like, really, y'all gonna do this again with the phone? Fuck that phone. Like it wasn't even no emergency. Like it was whatchamacallit calling.
Chicas, what you mean is what is some people's truth?
Probably about the Jordan and Harper thing. And that's probably why none of her relationships are successful, because she really deep down want to be with Harper.
I mean, hello and a goodbye, probably.
And that's why I feel like it's gonna be a season 2. Now that he's divorced, now that Lance is remarried, like it's so we can still keep this going.
I believe you. It's gonna be like I can see that. Michelle, I agree. I like that scene too.
The scene after Harper's divorce and the fellas was like, yeah, that was powerful. It's like they didn't even have to say nothing. It's just like, we here for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is some people's truth. And it's fucking trash. And I'll probably talk about it later, but I'm triggered.
Insert Janae.
Huh?
I said, is it good? Damn.
Who, me?
Yes. He was fucking it up. I had to look at the dog. Like, what is he eating?
My bad, y'all. This cantaloupe. It's good as fuck too.
It's cantaloupe like that. Dance like you eat some chips. Like it sound crunchy or something.
Yeah, it
No,
sounds
at
like
first I was eating some
candy.
pasta, and now I'm eating fruit. Cantaloupe.
I love cantaloupe. But let's see. Malcolm Lee said that was it. But we know how that go. We might apply some heat, some pressure. He might be like maybe 2 years.
Right. I think they about to bring back a sequel for Stella Got Her Groove Back too.
They shouldn't.
You said they shouldn't.
When she find out he gay and divorce him.
That's why I'm like, they shouldn't. For what? What we doing? Let it go.
I don't even remember how it ended.
Me either.
I just know whatchamacallit died, Whoopi Goldberg.
Why you laughing at that?
I'm laughing at Lil Derek.
What the hell I do?
I'm like, you laughing because Whoopi Goldberg died? Like,
No, I'm laughing at Lil Derek.
Oh man, my cheeks hurting. Y'all gotta be cracking up. Okay. So y'all wanted to say that about okay. So since we're talking about Harper. So I guess we're talking about Robin. I'm trying to stay current on these comments. Who stayed? Hold on. What are we talking about? Who stayed and went to Stanford? So Robin, I want to say, who we call selfish?
Oh, I got something to say about Robin because she was wrong for one part.
So Robin, really? You talking about Stella? What is we talking about? Come on now. Are you talking about the end? Oh, how Stella got a groove back. She stayed and went to Stanford. That's they answering the question for you.
Oh.
Because I'm just like, shit, that shit came out for real. I was in my 20s. That came out before Best Man. I definitely don't remember. Did it come out before The Best Man?
Around the same
I think
time.
so. Yeah. I don't remember that one because I only watched that once. And I watched Best Man a million times. So Robin, I like how it was like she was for real, like finding herself after she went to, the island and was, connecting with the lady who had the little,
fish
I don't even know what you
stand.
call it, the little food stand or whatever.
Yeah.
And I also like that. I knew it was gonna be over with her and Harper when she was going to
The
little market and going to see Jaha. I was like, ooh. I was like, it was like a stirring up and an awakenings in her. I knew she wasn't gonna like cheat. I ain't gonna say I knew, but I just felt like she wasn't gonna cheat. But
right, because I got nervous when he came over to the house. I was like, oh
yeah,
shit.
I did get nervous too. But something to me was just more so saying that had to happen because he saw her. You know what I'm saying? It's that thing when I'm always talking about. He, like, Harper didn't see her, and Jaha saw her, and I was just like, yeah.
I wonder if he bring back season 2, that can get explored too.
That's what I'm saying. We got all the things. We got all the things. It's like, come on, Malcolm.
Okay, so as far as her and Harper's situation, yes, Harper was selfish, and I liked how things were coming out in therapy. I thought it was real, like the back and forth, and like I liked how when they first went to therapy, it was like she was on this side, he was on this side. You could tell they was just like not in a good place. Then the second therapy, they were like sitting more closer together, so they were like getting somewhere, or we thought. But I do think. I feel like if he would have expressed that he cared, she probably could have gave him the benefit of the doubt. Because with his job, he got one of them jobs where when
he can live any damn where.
Huh?
I'm sorry. He got one of them jobs. I feel like he can live any damn where.
When you got one of them jobs in Hollywood, you a writer and stuff, and your book is popping or film, you do gotta like attend stuff like what he was doing. But I think her issue was whenever she would say something about her dreams and stuff, it's almost like he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you didn't make an effort to try to change your dates around and stuff like that. And Robin was just, after so long, like, nigga, you ain't never gonna change.
Period. And she
So
had
I
to see
felt
that.
her on that. I felt her when she walked in there and was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I'm done.
Right. So
But
that
she
can't
was
be a
wrong
bad
as hell
person.
for blindsiding him and just gonna take the baby to Ghana.
Yeah, that was trash. So I
That
didn't
was
appreciate
wrong
that
as
part.
fuck.
No, I was just like, you just not gonna take the baby and talk about some we going at whatever, whichever she said that last line, like
Yeah, and then
we
it's
going
like
after. I would have been like, no.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's like you manipulated him to, you know, he signed it off thinking that he was gonna be in the same state. You know what I'm saying, with his daughter.
right.
So she was wrong for that part.
She was. And I agree with Chicas that a lot of wives do support their husbands and derail their dreams.
Yeah.
A lot of people I know, a lot of women I know who are married do that. But so when I saw that coming, I knew that she was about to be like, nah, I can't do this. I did feel bad for her when Harper didn't seal the deal for the space for the building.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I knew that was gonna be the straw for her. Like, it's always gonna be about him. You know what I'm saying?
They was
At the
throwing.
same time, that wasn't even his fault. That wasn't even his fault though. Like, she just wanted him to buy a building. He ain't see it. She ain't know what was going on with it. She just like, I want this building. I'm like, I would have hesitated on GP. Like, hold on a second.
And then, like he said,
But he ain't tried.
You've done this before with other stuff, and you haven't been consistent. So, I mean, he did kind of have a point too. Like, you've done this before, and I've supported you and given it to you, and then you don't follow through. And she had said some shady shit too. Like, well, I don't know. When it got to the night of his retirement thing, I was like, oh yeah, y'all been holding some shit in, because they went at it.
Real.
Like,
he
they
called her
hit
fake
below
Kunta
the belt.
Kinte.
He was like, you
Kunta
fake ass
Kinte.
Kunta Kinte.
I was like, what?
Duh. And I felt him when Candace tried to jump in. He like, Candace, mind your goddamn business. Like, because you got them friends. Like, yeah, that scene was powerful too. I felt all that energy.
Chicas, I agree with you on this part too about, she wanted him to look into it. So, right. It wasn't that he was just like, okay, put money down on the building. It was more so like, what do they have to do? It wasn't.
But did he have to put a down payment on it to secure it? Because remember, she didn't have that loan to get it. He was like, you got to get it. Like,
right. But say it seemed like he was only in the market for like a week.
Yeah.
You know, after he told her. So I'm like, well, how she wanted him to buy a building that quick? And he out of town.
Yeah, because remember, even on the phone, she was like, no, I want it. Like, I want this. Like, put the money up.
Maybe I think it's more so just the effort. Like, he didn't even.
Yeah.
It was the effort part I'm thinking more so about.
Yeah,
like,
that's how I feel about the even moving the Ghana thing. Like, you're not even trying to see if you could change some stuff around. You just like, oh, I got to go to these meetings. They need me here. You know, like, it's like.
But I don't know about that either, though. Because don't just up and tell me I'm about to move to Africa, because I ain't ready either. Like.
But that's why I feel like she would have been more understanding if he showed that he cared or was excited. It was just like, oh, great. Right, I'm with you, B. I don't want to just up and move to Ghana either. Like,
right, I don't want to.
Even when he gave examples of supporting her, that wasn't enough. And I felt that, like, he was like, well, I did help you do this, I help you do that. She was like, well, that's not supporting me. So, okay, well, what the fuck is? And that's like, that's how women be. They be like, you give them examples. They be like, well, that ain't the kind of support I need or want it.
That's why I said I felt both sides. And it probably just needed to happen. Like, they needed to divorce. And then I felt him too when they was arguing that big scene before they went to Land's thing, when everybody was coming at him as far as like being selfish about the daughter not sending her to Ghana. And he like, it's almost like he couldn't even get his lines out, because it's like you like, I don't see how y'all don't see what I see. Like, I felt him in that moment. Like, Shelby all in his face talking about a mama gotta do what she gotta do, a daughter need her mama. And I'm like, okay, bitch, but a daughter need her daddy too. Like, you looking real stupid, Shelby. Like, you probably should step to the side. So when he cut into her, I felt that, because it's like, who are you to tell me about parenting, and you kept a whole child for 10 whole years from her daddy?
10 whole years, not 10 months.
Then Quentin was like, yeah, that's some real shit. So that's all I'm like, see, I knew he felt some way, like, but Quentin just one of them dudes, his character is like, he joke about shit, and he just like, push it under the rug. Like it is
10
what it is.
years. Like, girl, bye.
Right. So, and then I didn't like it either. He apologized to her. I'm like, what is you apologizing for? And she didn't even give him no apology. So I just didn't like none of that. Like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Jordan. She was dressing her ass off though. She had that red pantsuit on. Man.
At the end,
And man.
she gained some weight too, but it looked good on her. Nia. No,
I'm about to say
she looked good.
Yeah, she looked good.
She looked good.
Listen, that weight ain't hurt nothing.
Oh
You know what I'm
no. No, I said that's good weight. Like it look good.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you get older, you do put on weight. So I think it's good weight.
You swear you be knowing.
I do.
She tells you get older, you be putting on weight.
You do. Like, I mean, not everybody stay the same size forever. I mean, Regina Hall is, but you know, that's not for everybody. But Jordan. I
Her
like
character
Jordan. I
stayed the
kind of feel
same
like
throughout
Jordan.
all of them.
What you say?
Her character stayed the same through everything. She's always just been like a go-getter, work. It's just
I
like
really
now
thought she
she
was about to get
realizing
pregnant.
she's too old.
It was bittersweet for her. I thought she was gonna be pregnant too.
I
Because
really
just like
thought
she
it
said,
was gonna come back positive. I was just gonna be
She,
mad it was gonna be that lame nigga, baby.
I felt like it was gonna be doggone Harper's because we didn't know at that point if she did anything with them because they play too much by doing the little cliffhangers and the record scratches.
Yeah, but you gotta think if they would have had sex, that was after she had those symptoms. So that means she had already been smashing Demetrius. So it would have. I don't think it would have been Harper's baby anyway, because her and him happened after she, you know, had her doctor's appointment and stuff.
But I think it was bittersweet because like a lot of stuff that you see when women who are highly ambitious and be working and all this good stuff and put off having a family, and then when they get a certain age, they're just like, oh my God, I don't have any kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was like she didn't want to, but it wouldn't have been
like
a horrible thing if she had been, because
like how she said, she was like, I wouldn't have been in control. Like I was looking forward to that, like not being in control, and it just happened, and I was preparing. Her whole little speech that she gave to Lance, I felt that like, damn.
Right. But no, she was dressing her butt off.
She was.
But it would have been cool to see her. I don't know. I guess having a man ain't the end all be all. It's not. But I'm just saying, like, for her.
But she tried. I mean, she
be
had
happy.
a little boo thing when she went to the house in the last one, and I guess it just didn't work out.
In the last one, in what, Holiday?
Yeah, remember she was dating that white man. Oh, you really wasn't into Best Man Holiday for real. You don't remember shit.
I'm gonna watch it again.
She had a boyfriend in Holiday. I think he came up and everything. He came up to the house.
I'm probably remember once I watch it again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
with his little sexy ass, he was cute. I knew it wasn't gonna last, but he was cute though. You know what I'm mad about that they didn't do that? I was hoping they would have did the fucking talent show. I was really hoping they did the talent show again.
That's when they did they did New Edition, right?
Yes. Can you stand the pain?
Who the heck is it? Okay. So merch.
Lame.
He's
That's
so terrible.
corny. Merch is so damn corny. I mean, I like him, but he just corny as hell.
I like how
they incorporate how he didn't go to the movie premiere and he's mad about his character.
Yeah, but I understood where he was coming from though. Like when he was crying to Quentin when they was outside and he went off, I mean, it was valid.
What's up, Keisha? He has always been a lame, which is why I'm glad they introduced the MMA in there, because he needed to release that anger, because he's sick of y'all shit. He's sick of y'all calling him lame. He's sick of y'all fucking portraying him in this little film like he a lame. So he just like, look, I'm
But
about
I
to be
mean,
an
he
MMA
was
fighter.
though. Like they didn't lie. Shelby was running his ass to the ground.
I mean, we know, but none of them could do MMA. None of them. So
yeah, and then
hello.
he did give his blessing. So it's like, nigga, that is you, or that was you.
That was you.
Yeah, like.
Oh my God, y'all hear that?
What was that?
Yes. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Like a fucking gremlin.
It sounds like somebody opening up a bag of chips.
Do y'all have another thing that y'all listening to?
You probably gotta exit and come back.
Hold on. Let me make sure that ain't me.
All right. I'm gonna go right.
It sounds like Stitch from Lilo and
What
Stitch.
the freak is that? How do I go out?
Hit leave. It's at the bottom. Well, it's at the bottom right for me.
Why is it always tapping on my shit?
Why we sound like auto-tune?
Y'all hear it? It sounds so
This low key kind of sounds cool.
Like the devil. You crazy.
Some
How do
paranormal.
I get out? I don't see it.
How you exit normally when we leave?
I end the broadcast.
Oh. Yours must be different since you the host. What'd she say? Who is Zapping Roger? We sound like Invader Zim. Y'all ever watched Invader Zim?
Oh my God, how do I get out? Okay, I'm about to go out and come back in.
You over there smoking. Well, I still ain't smoke.
So wait, are you shit? Are you choosing not to, or you like can't?
Choosing not to.
Oh, I know that's hard. How long it's been now?
Since September.
Oh, 3 months? That's not bad.
I've been indulging in other shit though.
I know. I think I was thinking about getting some edibles for New Year's Eve.
Wait a minute, can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yep. Clear.
Who's talking indulging in what shit? What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about indulging in other stuff besides like What y'all trying to indulge in? Damn, crack it.
No,
well, since Linderic can't smoke, he was saying he be indulging in other stuff. What is that? Edibles?
Magic mushroom.
You been doing mushrooms? Didn't we talk about this before? Linderic, you ain't even tell nobody that you. Okay, I ain't about to get off into that because that ain't what we here for. All right, we talked about that. I'm scared of that too. Y'all know I'm scared of everything. So, oh shit.
When how they was acting on that resort when they did drunk that stuff, that's how I feel when I eat an edible.
That's some crazy shit they was on.
Hold on, let me go back to these. Oh God, he finally stood up for himself. He brought the heat. Hey, right. He should. I don't. It was just out the blue. It's stupid. It ain't like I had another phone or another device connected. No more airband. He was lame. But Cookie Monster coming. Okay, did you explain to Shanice who the hell fucking Zapp and Roger are? Come on, Shanice. Do you know the song? Computer Love. And you know the sound of that, like the whole little auto-tune type of.
Yeah.
That's what she was saying I sounded like because of.
Oh, okay. Is that who sings it? Zapp and Roger?
That's the name of the group, yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I be knowing a lot of songs. I just don't be knowing who sing them.
Right. That's why I was like, I had to sing songs even though I don't know how to sing. It wasn't. Hold on. Who is Puff Puff Pass, man? Stay strong, Slim. I missed a bunch of stuff. Oh my God. I swear we have to.
Where can I go get some edibles at?
Oh my goodness.
Because I don't think the dispensary sell them.
Yes, they do.
What do you mean dispensaries don't sell edibles?
Not mine. Well, mine don't, I don't think. I got to call up there and ask. But I don't.
You got a card?
So edibles.
Huh?
You got a card?
Nope.
Oh.
Wait, I think Greenhouse do. I know Lume don't, but I think Greenhouse do sell edibles.
Okay. Demond said they do. I Want to Be Your Man by Zap. That we just said. Do you know I Want to Be Your Man? You know that song, Shanice?
I'll have to hear it. I don't know about title.
I wanna be your man. You know that song. Hey, Shonda. Oh, here you go right there. Plug.
Bet.
All right. There we
I'll
go.
be reaching out to you within the next couple days. Is that all you have? Or you got other stuff?
Come on now. Come on
What you
now.
know?
This my part 2 vacation. I'm trying to bring in 2023 with a bang.
Come on now. You know the answer to that. I'm just gonna wait for him to respond though. Demond, what's the
I'm gonna hit you up, Demond.
But no, I'm scared to do that. But I see in a lot of shows they're starting to add that into the storyline about like, you know, edibles and shrooms. And I did see that that the people who did Insecure, like the director of Insecure, had something to do with this show too.
Okay.
Oh, and Robert Townsend directed these episodes.
Who?
Robert Townsend.
Robert Townsend directed the episodes?
Who is that?
Oh, I like that.
Robert Townsend, comedian, director. You ever seen Meteor Man or
The Five Heartbeats?
Five Heartbeats, yeah.
He was one of the characters.
He was it was his film, but he was one of the characters.
He was Duck.
He was Duck.
He was so low. He smoking no more. We like.
What let Derek say?
What he laughing at?
I think he said something shady, but I ain't catch it.
I said you can't smoke no more when we go live.
Right. It's like, why y'all doing that while we live? Like, Shanice.
It was only the bug because I didn't know how long you was gonna be, and so I was like, let me just finish this. It was literally like a roach.
Oh my goodness, we didn't even get through. Oh my God.
No, I'm good though. I'm good.
I'm just fucking with you.
I'll holler. Okay. All right. Candace. Besides her wigs.
Her so she still looks very youthful in the face, but her hands look old. So her hands and face don't match. What? I'm just saying. Because I'm talking about how good everybody look, because it's been 20 years. I feel like out of all the females, her and Nia Long still look the most youthful. You don't agree?
I think they all look pretty youthful, but I will say that, I mean, I agree that
Melissa was looking bold in a lot of scenes. Oh, that's her real name, but I'm talking about Shelby.
Right. I didn't notice Candace's hands. But yeah. I'm just saying, as far as her role in this last stint, what did y'all think? Did y'all know that did y'all have an idea that the professor would do that? Because
because he was kind of giving me weird vibes. I knew he was up to something. I knew it was gonna be something with him. I just didn't know what it was gonna be. But when that scene came on, I kind of already knew where it was going.
Yeah.
And he looked familiar too. Like, what have I seen him in?
Okay. Quentin.
I think that's my second. He funny. Like,
He is funny.
I was cracking up how he was like in the sidelines, like kind of smirking when Harper and Robin got into it in the living room, and he was just looking like laughing, like,
because that's him. He
yeah.
the first one again
And
because
I feel like a lot of the stuff he say be off script.
oh really?
Yeah, it just feel like it's off the dome. Like, remember he said with the one part he was like, "No monkey paw" when he was talking about part 2 when they was fighting in the back seat. I think that one he just came up because it seemed like they was kind of caught off guard when he said it. And they started laughing too.
Demond, you wrong for this.
That's what I said. That scene when they was in the living room arguing and she had on that green, I was like, she looking real Michael Jackson-y. Like, why her skin looking so light and powdery? Like, I don't know if it was makeup or if it was that camera, but she was just looking real ghostly a lot. So I know, thank you, Demond. I knew I went crazy. I'm like, what is going on with Shelby?
I have a bitch fit.
You said it, but you were thinking it.
Oh my gosh. I love white chicks.
I'm so mad they didn't come out with a part 2. Like, I wish they would get that budget right.
Oh God, that movie is so loud. It's Tina the talking tubby.
I like when they was talking about each other mamas. I was cracking up. She was like, "Oh, so you want to talk about mamas?"
Oh my God. Okay.
Y'all know it took me like watching that movie maybe like 5 times to I didn't get the joke as far as old boy being in the wheelchair. It took me like 5 times before I put that together.
I don't even remember that.
Remember that white boy who was the friend, the one who was always high and shit, the one who was hanging out with the rich white boy who that girl liked, who the one white girl liked in the friend group, but he was dating one of the twins. His friend.
Look,
he was the one that was at the club when Terry Crews started dancing and he was high as hell.
I remember that part, but I don't remember nobody in a wheelchair.
He the white friend. Well, him and what was his name in there? Terrell. They ended up smashing. So in the beginning of the movie, it was a white girl in the wheelchair. So they basically was saying, like, if you fuck with him, I guess, you know, you're going to end up in the wheelchair, like, after having sex with him. Oh. So then towards the end of the movie, the white boy was in the wheelchair. So you basically, that meant they did something because they both was high as hell and they woke up in the same bed. Yeah. So they smashed.
I got it. I do vaguely remember that.
They was like, you mess with Latrell, you end up in a wheelchair.
Wrong. But I think Quentin had the greatest transformation of all of them, though. Considering from how petty and he was in the very first one to his growth to how him and Shelby getting together and stuff. So I actually like the fact that he became like pretty much like one of the most vulnerable characters.
Yeah, because that boy can cry on the drop of a dime. He he can cry. He said, I can't make no bike and I can't smoke no cube and I can't bike. I'm sorry. Every time his voice crack, I think of Hustle and Flow. I just hear amen in my head. Amen.
That's all I hear.
Amen.
All I hear is mine.
But I will say, even though his character is like the most sarcastic and shadiest, I still like that he gives advice too. Great advice. When they had a little like heart-to-heart moments.
That's valid.
But him and Shelby toxic as fuck. I was cracking up at that airport scene, the arguing scenes when she pulled up at the resort.
It's like
I like when she gave him that lap dance though. That was cute. That was a cute scene. I like that scene.
He crossed his legs and she opened his legs.
I know.
They are childish.
What
Like,
she say? She was like, say you want me. He said, please stop. She was like, say you want me. It just took me back to when Destiny Child gave him a lap dance at the award show, and Beyonce had Terrence Howard, and he was all into that dance.
how old is that? How you?
Yeah, they performed Cater to You. So because they was clowning Michelle for doing it for Magic, it was like all the jokes. You don't remember at that BT Awards? Michelle had Magic, Kelly had Nelly, and Beyonce had Terrence. I'm gonna send you the link of the clip so you can watch the clip.
Right, because I know that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
but
because I think this was before Beyonce started having kids.
Let me cater to you, cause you understand no day.
He was like, man, I hate you. It's just funny because he'll be calling her bitches and shit, like that bitch crazy, and the whole time y'all in love with each other.
That's why that struggle love stuff. I like that part. Because no, if you fucking like me, I like you. We gonna fucking both act like we like each other. Let's stop playing this game.
He was like, I get on one knee, I get on both knees.
50 plus years old. Let it go, Tito. Now you want to come to me after you having heart problems, about to die on the Peloton and all that. You know what I'm saying? We wasted 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your shit.
They probably could have been together sooner if her ass would have been honest.
That's true. He said that on the beach. Like, you hiding behind your fashion and your attitude. I never got a chance to know you.
Yeah, because remember, she was like, you only wanted sex. He was like, because that's all you wanted to give me. Like, that's all you had to show.
He had a role in it too. He wasn't acting like he wasn't on the up and up either.
Yeah, because Quentin won shit back in it, especially Best Man.
That's why I was just like, it wasn't all messy. That's what they both were toxic. That's why I was like, both of them.
Yeah, it was. I'm telling you, it was giving Cookie and Lucius a lot of the times. Like I was saying to Raji.
Listen, I've been started watching Empire, but nope, that's it. Those are the characters. But overall, I actually liked it. So,
oh, we're not gonna talk about LJ. I felt like he played his role good too. I like his little mannerisms.
LJ back in the thing when I was talking about Lance.
Oh, I thought he was gonna have his own thing, but you just doing the friends. Did we go through everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I just wish that they would have been more realistic as far as the Kennedy and Quentin and Shelby situation. Like I think that should have been more talked about.
And I think Lance showed the most growth. That was a lot for a father.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he had a big transformation too. Because it was how many years after Mia died? Because they was going through the years. They even went through when Obama became president, Trump. Like they was going through the years.
They were. So Best Man Holiday came out in 2013.
So the fact that he's still not over Mia, look at how much time passed. So you do see that. Like when he meet the girl from the resort, how he started to change. And then they had conversation. I like that it wasn't just right away with them.
Right.
Because she supposedly had a fiance and, so I liked how it wasn't to the very end.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Mr. Lance. She was cute.
I like how they showed the bloopers too at the end. That was cute.
I really like that part.
That's what made me feel like, damn, it ain't gonna be no season 2 because of the bloopers. But I feel like if people really be on the writer's head and they get like a lot of positive feedback, I feel like it may come. We may just be waiting another 10 years.
Yeah, first made it all good. Made it for real good for me. It was just like, oh,
yeah. And I actually kind of think I prefer series over movies. Like this made me really think about that. Like, dang, I really like that they made this a series.
Yes, I do too. So thanks for posting it, Eric, because you sealed the deal for me to watch it because I really wasn't going to.
I posted it.
Derek posted it too, that he was watching it.
Oh, I thought you seen my post first.
I could have.
But my post was just telling everybody that it was coming on. Like I'm like, hey, it's streaming December 22nd. And I
Oh.
think he was one of the people that reacted to it.
It could have been, but that's why I said thank you to him because I didn't plan on watching it until he told me he was watching it or watching it.
Okay.
I was not going to watch it, like at all. Like I hadn't seen the trailer, none of that. So when he posted something about it, I was just like, oh man. So
Because I went to watch it thinking it was a movie, and then when I turned it on, I'm like, oh, this shit got 8 episodes.
Yeah,
Like,
I kind of figured it was gonna be a series because I think when they were promoting it, it was saying it in like the headline and then the final chapters. I'm like, I think this gonna be a series.
yeah, I liked it.
I did too. I told you part 2 of my vacation start Friday or Thursday night. So I really think I'm gonna go back and just watch everything.
Well, I don't go back until Monday, so I'm about to watch Yellowstone right now. I think.
I still ain't started that show y'all told me was like Power. But it's just so much. It's just been busy. I'm just now getting over the weekend.
What show did you watch?
What is it? Gangs of London?
oh yeah.
It's a couple suggestions that people put up, and I'm like, oh, I want to see that, but I can't keep up.
Linderic is finished with Gangs of London. I can't find out how to watch it. I don't have a broken Fire Stick.
Oh, you better get that Fire Stick, girl. Quit
So,
playing.
but Gangs of London is, oh my God. Sean Wallace.
I know every time y'all post about it, I be like, ugh.
They so gangster. It makes, man.
And then it's about to get worse because BMF finna come back on in like the next week or so. So yeah, we really need to have this business meeting. It's time to start doing these episodes, recording. We need to get it together.
Okay, let's go in the chat and get the schedule and see what we can do when we go virtual. Like again, I'm off till Monday.
And I'm off till after Thursday, I'm off until Tuesday.
Oh, what's up about those? So Linderic got something to do tomorrow. We'll go in the chat. And we just need to go live. So we can't make it, it can't be late. Let's just say that because even though I'm off work, I can't do late evening.
Okay, the only day I'm pretty much probably not gonna be available unless it's earlier in the day is New Year's Eve.
What day is that?
Saturday, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
So like today, tomorrow and Thursday, I'm free after 4. And Friday, I'm off. So I'm free all day.
But
Friday is the 30th.
Tomorrow, and so tomorrow's Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, Thursday. So you free tomorrow through Friday?
Yes, and Sunday. I will be, if we do early, I can do New Year's Eve if it's earlier in the day.
Okay.
If we did Saturday.
Okay. All right. Put that in the group. Y'all all go in the group. Y'all all go in the group. Both of y'all go in the group.
All right.
All right. Thank y'all for coming on to talk about.
I'm going to send you the Cater to You clip too in there. I'm going to drop it in there.
Okay. All right. I'm about to go in the group now so we can see when we can.
This was fun.
I know. This is getting the juices back flowing again.
Yeah, because I told you I've had people reach out to me like, you not doing rants and recaps no more? Y'all not about to talk about BMF? What's going on? A few people.
First of all, we was just on a hiatus. And second of all, no to BMF because I don't watch BMF.
I keep forgetting you only watch Raising Kanan. I forget you don't watch all of it.
There's a few other shows out there that's we can talk about.
Yeah, because she didn't watch Tariq Ghost either. That come back on in March though.
Nope. So
Did you watch Kendrick?
Huh?
You watch Kendrick?
What's that?
It's on Hulu.
Oh, I don't even be on Hulu, to be honest with you.
I'm not finished with Kendrick because it was taking too long. I'm on episode 5.
It started out slow, and then after a while, it started picking up. And I was like, okay.
I'm on episode 5. Remember I was saying that to you, and you was like, I was like 6 episodes, right? You said it's 8, right?
Yeah.
I'll finish watching it. I'm on episode 5.
Ooh, Harlem about to come back on too. We all watched that.
You like Harlem, Linderic. I remember that.
I watched that too. Insecure, East Coast Insecure.
Yep.
So-
And Boo Boo
So-
Kitty pregnant in real life. Yay!
Yeah, because she's on Harlem, right?
Yeah, yep. She one of the friends.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I really like Harlem. So so it's a lot of stuff to talk about. That's coming.
Wait. Oh, Abbott off too, right?
I ain't even
No, they
finished.
come back on this week.
Oh, okay, because I thought it was gone because they did like the last day of school for the summer. So I thought that was like the finale of the season. Huh?
They did the Christmas vacation. That was the last episode where remember they all went to the club and they almost.
I know, but I thought it was an episode after that where it was like the last day of school for the summer.
I think they played some older episode, like last season.
No, you may be behind, Lindaric.
No, the last episode was the Christmas break one when they went out to the hookah bar.
I remember that. So maybe that was the episode where it was the last day of school. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm about to say they could be out for summer and it's Christmas.
I know. Right. All right. Shanice cut off. Don't do this again on the live.
Do what? We smoked before on live, even Lindaric.
Bye, y'all.
Gonna end it on that note.